Hi, I'm Max. I'm an engineer and inventor, and I have recently accidentally invented a machine that opens up portals to other dimensions. I've been traveling through these portals to all kinds of different worlds. About once a week, I go somewhere new and different, very different from our own world, and it's that time of the week again, so I'm going to turn the machine on, jump through the portal, and see where it sends me. The machine's powering up right now, and great, it looks like everything is stable. See the coordinates here on the screen? They don't match anything in the database so far, so let's jump through and see what's on the other side. Alright, I'm here in, it looks pretty similar to my garage. I don't have a portal machine here on this side, but there's some similar lab equipment, I guess. I'm gonna head into the house and see if I can find out what's different about this world. Alright, I'm into the living room, and that's weird, there's a wall going right through kind of the middle of the living room here. Right, I'm gonna walk around to the nope, continues through there. What about towards the front? Okay, no, there's a wall cutting all the way from the back of the house all the way to the front. It's really weird, just seems to like cut the house right off. Makes it about half the size of what I'm used to. Doesn't seem like anybody's home. I'm gonna go outside and see if I can find somebody, I guess. All right, outside here. Okay, that's weird. So there's actually another front door. Looks like this house is some sort of duplex here. I guess I'll see if anybody's home next door.
I know how to do this. Hello.
Hey, Wilson.
Hi. You are?
I'm Max.
Max.
Do we know each other?
You're Max.
I'm Max.
Oh. What are you why are you here?
It's kind of complicated. Can we maybe sit down and talk for a little bit?
Yeah. I can do that. I need to call my conversation consultant.
Okay, sure.
I can bring her right over. Yeah, let me do that. Okay, she's coming. Okay, I can do this. We can do this. Yeah, you can come in.
Okay, great. This is what the other half of the house looks like in my world, so yeah, all right, this makes sense.
In your world?
Right, in my world, yes. Did you say you need a consultant?
She's here. Hi. I'm glad you're here. So this is Max. And he came over to talk with me. So could you help with that?
Yes. Wilson, Serenity's here.
Okay.
Take a couple deep breaths. I've never seen you so worked up.
Hi, I'm Max, and you must be the conversation consultant?
Yes, I'm Serenity.
Oh, Serenity's your name?
Mm-hmm.
I see. Well, I was just trying to explain to Wilson that I came over here from another dimension, and I just wanted to sit down and chat with him and find out kind of what's different about this world compared to my own. Okay.
Do you think that you could talk in more calming tones?
More calming tones?
Yeah, that would help.
I'll try. I'll try to do that. Is this a little better, maybe?
I think you'll get it. We'll keep working on it.
Sure.
Let me go ahead and tell Wilson what you said. Wilson, are you ready?
Yeah.
Max, he feels a little bit distant, and he would like to connect with you.
Wow. Like, in person?
Yes, he feels far away, and he wants to connect with you.
Huh. Why does he feel far away? He's just on the other side of the wall.
Max, Wilson would like to know why you feel so far away.
Right, so I would like to connect with you. It's not so much that I feel far away, It's that I'm literally from another dimension. It's a parallel Earth where things are different. For one, I don't think there's such a thing as a conversation moderator in my world. That's one big difference that I'm noticing so far. Another thing is this house is just one house, not split up. Just some examples of some of the ways that the dimension I'm from, a literal physical dimension that's actually distinctly different from this place. I'm from there. And the Max that you know here, or that I assume you know here, I'm not that Max. That's what I'm trying to say.
Max would like if you could use a different kind of term to relate to him because he feels that things are different than he's used to. And maybe the words that you're using are making him uncomfortable.
Okay. Well, I guess our texting has been a little off lately. And I've been reading the thesaurus, so I've been trying to use bigger words to sound smarter. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's why things are different to him.
Wilson's been working to expand his vocabulary.
Right, that's really great. I'm really glad to hear that. I feel like I'm still not quite getting through here the gist of I'm literally from a different place. I know a Wilson, a different Wilson. You know a Max, it sounds like. That's a different Max. I look like the same person, but that's because it's a parallel dimension. It's a difficult concept to wrap our heads around. We can table that part. Why don't we maybe you can tell me a little more about this world. Why is it that you feel the need for a conversation moderator? Has something happened between the two of us that caused us to divide the house in two and have to have a moderator?
Wilson, Max is a little uncomfortable with my presence in the house, and he's wondering if you could explain about your conversation moderator.
Sure, yeah. So I get I'm not very good with talking to people in person. I would say 85% of the population is that way. So we really don't like to have conversations in person. It's weird and it's hard to find the right words to use in when you talk to people. So usually we just use our devices to text and to communicate that way. And I thought that was working pretty well with our relationship, our friendship. So I don't know what's changed. I wasn't really ready for you to come over and be in my house. But I'm trying to deal with it.
Max, Wilson would like you to know that it's not you, it's him.
Is that what I meant?
Great. So, okay, just asking a question of you directly, Serenity. It sounds like there must be a lot of other conversation moderators here in this world. Is it a pretty common profession?
Yes, but I am trained by the highest level of university.
Really? What exactly is your degree?
Conversation moderation.
And you have a master's degree or
a doctorate,
a PhD in conversation moderation.
I'm also a PE teacher.
Does PE stand for physical education here?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, okay. Are you just on call for a lot of people? How many clients do you have?
I have many clients because most of our clients, Wilson included, do not have very many conversations.
I see. So you typically don't necessarily go out on that many calls any given day.
I do because I have so many clients, but I do supplement my income with the physical education because that is a very lucrative business here.
Really? Interesting. So you're a private physical education teacher?
Yes. Yes, private and public, wherever there's physical activity going on, I moderate that as well.
Oh, I see. So it's kind of a related thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like people are using their devices a lot more to interact as opposed to interacting in person or doing any kind of physical activity.
Yes, our devices are just part. I don't understand the question. What do you mean?
So in my world, Wilson and I are roommates. This house here, which is a duplex, we live together. We talk every day. Not a ton, but
That sounds frightening.
that's
Did he just say that we live together?
Yes, I believe he did.
you've never had a roommate?
Oh, bro, no.
Oh, simmer down, simmer down, simmer down. Max, I think that Wilson is feeling a little bit uncomfortable with your direct questioning. Could you please direct the questions to me?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. So Wilson's never had a roommate before, it sounds like.
Wilson, have you ever had a roommate companion?
No. No, why? Why would you do that? That sounds terrible.
Max, Wilson says no.
Does anybody have roommates here? If they're not really communicating directly, are they all just living individually or?
Yes, we have our home pods that we all live in, and it's very comfortable.
I see. So I'm kind of curious, what does Wilson do here? What is his employment?
Would you like to ask him?
Well, I don't want to make him uncomfortable.
I'll check and I'll see how he's feeling. Wilson, do you feel like you could answer another question?
Okay.
Okay, good job, buddy. You're doing a really good job.
Thanks.
Wilson, Max would like to know what your job is.
Wow. He would like to know that?
Hmm.
Man, this is... Okay, I can do this. I sell beanbag chairs.
Max, Wilson is employed in the beanbag business.
That's fascinating. Is he a salesperson at a beanbag store? Or is it some kind of multi-level marketing type of situation?
Wilson, Max would like to know more about what you do.
Wow. Okay. Well, I design high-end beanbag chairs and couches and stools for the greater Seattle area.
Max, Wilson makes beanbag stuff.
I see. Does he sell mostly to startups, tech companies, that sort of thing? Or is it sold in galleries, furniture stores?
Max, I'm going to interrupt you right there and just let you know that if you ask more than 2 questions, that's typically understood as aggressiveness. So I just want you to know that. So maybe you could keep that in mind in the future with your communication.
Okay, sure. So no more than 2 questions at a time or in the entire conversation?
Well, that would be another question.
Uh-huh.
So maybe you just need to wait to ask that.
Right, okay. Well, maybe you could find out if Wilson has any questions for me.
Wilson, do you have any questions for Max?
So this the dimension that you came from? We hung out together, like, in person? On, like, a daily basis?
Max, Wilson is curious about how much time you spent together in your other place.
You could tell Wilson that we're roommates, so we share this house. This wall over here doesn't exist. I wouldn't say that we really hang out necessarily. It's more that we live together. To be honest, the Wilson I know is not super friendly, so we don't spend a lot of time just chilling together, but we do talk as roommates do. Certainly, we don't have a conversation moderator in any of those conversations.
Wilson, you were Facebook friends.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
I don't know if that really quite captured the essence of what I was going for. Doesn't really matter. So, in this world, how many actual in-person interactions does a person typically have in, say, a week?
Wilson, in a week, how many people do you typically talk to?
Well, I talk to lots of people on my phone and on the internet. I have lots of friends.
Max Wilson has lots of friends.
Sure, but how many of those friends does he see in person and actually talk to face-to-face like this in a week or in a month?
Wilson, how many people do you talk to in a month?
I talk to lots of people in a month. Pretty much daily I'm talking to people. Does he not talk to people? I mean, we talk all the time. I don't understand why he's asking these questions. I mean, we talk on like a daily basis.
Okay. Wilson, why don't you go to your quiet corner for a few minutes and calm down? I can tell that you're getting upset.
Okay. I'm going to be in my beanbag chair.
Max Wilson talks to lots of people on his computer and on his phone, and he feels content with those conversations.
Sure, I'm definitely not attempting to cast any judgment or anything like that. I'm just trying to learn as much as I can. Just trying to get, a sense for how this world works. Let me approach this a different way. How many times a month would you say Wilson calls on your services?
This is the second time this year.
That is not very often. I could see why you would need a lot of clients if each one is only calling you maybe every 6 months.
That's right. The first time someone came to his door and wanted to sell him a magazine subscription, and I wasn't able to get there soon enough, and I found him in the fetal position next to the door when I got there. It was very sad.
Oh my. What, do you know what magazine it was that they were selling?
I think it was Time.
Time.
I don't like Time. I didn't want Time. I don't know why he came to my door. I didn't ask him to come to my door. I didn't need Time.
Oh boy, it sounds like we're bringing up some pretty traumatic memories.
I already have Time.
He now has a lifelong subscription to Time.
It's a lot of time. I don't even like watches that much. It's not a thing that I'm excited about. Why pictures of watches?
Wait, Time magazine is just pictures of watches here?
Yes. It's our most popular magazine.
Oh, I see.
I don't even own a watch. Feels funny. I just fill my bean bags with Time. It's not soft.
Wilson has found other uses for the magazines, and we're all very proud of him.
I see. Yeah, that's some good problem solving, I think.
Max is proud of you.
Well, thank you.
I am going to have to get going pretty soon, unfortunately. I'm just trying to, learn as much as I can before I go. So, so the Max here, I'm curious if Wilson can tell me anything about the Max here. What does he do? It sounds like they're friends.
Wilson, can you come back from your beanbag chair now, please?
Okay. I guess.
Max would like to know about himself. What can you tell him about himself?
Oh, okay. That's funny. Well, he seems like a nice guy. I've never really met him in person. He has orange hair. He likes to take long walks by himself to the beach, and then he kicks seals down there. But yeah, he's a good guy.
Max, you are a nice guy. You like long walks on the beach. You like sea life, and you spend a lot of time alone.
All right. Well, it sounds like that last part's pretty common for most of the people here. It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. I really appreciate the time for both of you.
I don't want time.
Sorry.
Need time.
Bad word choice there on my part.
Back to the beanbag chair, please.
Okay.
I appreciate both of you giving me some of your attention and having this conversation. Maybe we can do it again sometime. I'll make sure it's a good long while, though, so it doesn't overwhelm Wilson.
Wilson, Max says bye.
Okay, bye. He doesn't have to come back. Ever.
Max, Wilson says bye.
Great. Okay, well, thanks again. I'm going to go ahead and head back now. All right, well, I'm head back over into the garage. That was certainly a different experience. Great, everything in the garage looks like I would expect. The portal's still here, so I'm going to hop back through. All right, and I'm back, shutting down this machine. That was a really different kind of world. I got a weird vibe from that. It didn't really feel like it was easier to have a conversation with a moderator present, but man, Wilson seemed really uncomfortable having to talk to somebody. I don't know. If I ever find like a really good therapist in this world, maybe I'll like try to go back to that world and bring them with me or something. I don't know. That was something else. All right, well, I guess I'll do this all again in another week.
Dispatches from the Multiverse is produced by Tim Ellis, starring Scott Trapp as, I can do this, Wilson, and Tim Ellis as Max, with special guest Shelly Weiser as Serenity, the conversation consultant. Theme music by Alpha Geek, logo by Abe Schmidt. Follow us on Twitter at DispatchesFM and visit us online at dispatches.fm.